We're in this together. You're practicing Japanese with 11,619 people. Um, I don't think they're all online right now. How many people are in Twitch right now learning Duolingo? Hold on a second. I'm going to do a quick search for this. Duolingo. Oh my God. Okay then. There is only one person in the world streaming Duolingo on Twitch right now. I don't know how many people are streaming in YouTube. Um, but you are looking at the world's premier Duolingo streamer. I would never be that on Fortnite. Okay, um, let's keep going. Mm. Uh, I'm rushing through this. Again, what I would do is I would make sure that I could remember every single character before choosing the correct answer. So at the top left, I think this is yo. And in my mind, again, I have these little tricks that I used at first to remember what the characters were. And I think that it looks a little bit. Hi, Mirror Walker. Thanks for following me, by the way. Um, I think at the top it looks a little bit like a Y, and I think at the bottom it looks a little bit like an O. So that in my mind that is yo. I don't know why, but I think the next one looks like ni. Then we have I, which our friends at Japanese Pod 101 told us looks like two eyes. And we have n, which for me kind of looks like a lowercase n. So I kind of remember it that way. Okay, what have we got here? So unlike Hiragana Pro, in Duolingo they have like different kinds of activities that you can use. So here we have we have to match the pairs. So we have I. The next one should be chi, chi, ni. I bet my pronunciation's terrible. Okay, so this is where Duolingo kind of, moves away from what you would have been learning on Hiragana Pro. So on Hiragana Pro, you are just learning characters and sounds. That's it, nothing else. From the Japanese Pod 101 video that I just shared, there are some words included in there. There's like some basic vocabulary, and what they would do is they would take the characters that you'd learned and combine them, and then they would give you kind of like a simple word based on the characters that you've learned. Here, in Duolingo, they do pronunciation, they do characters based on what you've learned, like words based on the characters that you've learned. But it moves on to like sentences and questions and answers, which kind of leads me on to my question, which is, could you actually learn Japanese from this? Um, right now, I don't know. I don't know whether, just using an app like this, like Duolingo, whether you could actually get good at a language. My instinct tells me no. But maybe it could give you a good foundation that, in combination with other things could help you to learn. I kind of think that you do need a human at some point because if you have a lesson, and I did have some Japanese lessons, spoiler alert, I actually learned a little bit. This is the premier Japanese language learning textbook, Mina no Nihongo. Um, Everybody's Japanese, I guess it translates to. And I did have some one-to-one lessons with a Japanese teacher ages ago. Um, I haven't seen her for a very long time, but I did have some lessons, and it was good because when you have like a one-to-one lesson, if you get something wrong, the other person will immediately correct you. Or if there's something that you're confused about, you know, they're right there.